Donald Trump has written a letter to Norway so insane, so unhinged, so dangerous, so authoritarian, so demented that it really should get him locked up. Now, I am not saying, oh, lock him up in jail without charges. No, 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 no. What I'm saying is this is the sort of stuff worthy of a 72-hour psych hold for evaluation in a psychiatric institution. That's the kind of lockup Trump deserves. Trump's letter to Norway essentially is communicating that because Trump didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize, he no longer will think of Norway in peaceful terms in the context of taking Greenland from Denmark. Now, you might be saying, what the hell? Because Norway didn't give Trump the Nobel Peace Prize, he will take Greenland from Denmark? It doesn't make sense to me either. Here is the letter. Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant, but can now think about what is good and proper for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect that land from Russia or China. And why do they have a right of ownership anyway? There are no written documents. It's only that a boat landed there hundreds of years ago, but we had boats landing there also. I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding, and now NATO should do something for the United States. The world is not secure unless we have complete and total control of Greenland. Thank you, President Donald J. Trump. This is a lunatic letter saying, Norway didn't give me a Nobel Prize. By the way, the Nobel Committee is a private organization which gives out a private prize. The country of Norway is not giving out the Nobel Prizes. But put that aside for a second. Trump says, Norway didn't give me a Nobel Prize, so I will take Greenland from Denmark before Russia or China take it first. This guy is not well. The president is explicitly tying global peace to a personal reward system that he has become fixated with and obsessed with. He's saying, give me territory or I punish your economies.
America grande otra vez.
Right. America grande otra vez. This is delusional. This is erratic dictator wannabe stuff. Reward me now or peace becomes optional. And if you try to resist me, I will crush you economically with tariffs. And if you deny me territory, I might just deploy the troops. If any prior president had written this letter, Congress would be holding emergency hearings saying, do we have to remove this guy? Allies would be demanding explanations, and the conversation would be, how do we get him out of office? Is he fit to serve? And instead, we're debating, oh, is this just Trump being Trump? Trump is an unconventional communicator, right? It's a president threatening allies and questioning the sovereignty of foreign territory and tying war and peace to his ego and saying, stop me if you dare. Stop me if you think you can. If this letter does not end Trump's presidency, and it won't, okay? If this letter doesn't end Trump's presidency, I don't know if the presidency has limits. I don't know if there are checks and balances remaining at this point in time. And this is a much broader, listen, it's not, we don't know what he's going to do in Greenland ultimately. And my prediction has continued to be the U.S. is not going to control Greenland by the end of Trump's presidency. Between now and then and how we get there over the next 3 years, I don't know. But my prediction, I'm not a betting man, but if I were, my bet would be the U.S. is not going to control Greenland. But there are other areas in which the lack of checks and balances and the complete inability and unwillingness from the Republican Party to try to control Trump in any way has real consequences. We are seeing it as now the Minnesota escalation is escalating even further. The Minnesota situation, I should say, is escalating even further, with some troops from Alaska reportedly being ready to go to Minneapolis. Why Alaska? Because those are like our only troops that are prepared to be in the type of cold that is going to face operations in Minneapolis. So who's going to stop that? Is it still, oh, it's Trump being Trump, it's bluster, it's talk, it's focus more on what Trump does than what he says? Well, we are focusing on what he does rather than what he says. And it is an absolute and complete atrocity. Now, in the meantime, as Donald Trump was getting ready, I guess, to go to Davos last night, he was asked a few questions, including about France and Greenland, and it did not go particularly well. AI tools are everywhere now, but most people aren't even aware how much AI can help their business and their daily workflow. Our sponsor, Outskill, is hosting a free 2-day AI mastermind training this Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. You don't need any coding or technical background. And over those 2 days, you're going to learn practical skills, how to use AI to automate repetitive tasks or building agents that can handle multi-step work, connecting it to Sheets or Notion or CRMs so the information moves on its own. They are going to give you ready-made systems that you can put to use right away. Outskill is rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot. More than 10 million professionals have taken their programs, learning directly from the experts with experience at Microsoft and NVIDIA. The training is normally almost $400. They're offering it free right now to my audience. If you attend both days, you'll also get bonuses worth $1,500, including an AI prompt Bible, a monetization roadmap, and a personalized toolkit. Availability is limited. Grab your free seat using the link in the description.